In the classic guy movie, There's Something About Mary, what part of Warren's body were you not supposed to touch?
Screw.
Okay. Cody, what part of Warren's body were you not supposed to touch? Time.
I was really scared what people were going to guess for that one, Woody.
This is the Woody and Jim Show podcast, a daily recap of everything you missed.
I just walk into the studio.
And Zach says, I have a bone to pick with you.
I do.
And
Jim.
It has to do with the conversation we had about what we like about where we live. And I live in Hermitage, and I said we never get any good restaurants except for we got the Whataburger.
Yeah, the new
and
Whataburger.
And that was the only new restaurant we've gotten in 20 years.
Correct. And I immediately was like, oh my God, you guys made so much fun of me for the way that I say Reese's.
Yes, which is wrong.
No, you know what's wrong? It's to call it Whataburger.
Whataburger.
When you are saying a sentence and you say the word WHAT, how do you say it?
What?
Right, so it's Whataburger.
Well,
Whataburger.
I mean, Zach's correct.
I mean, in that, yes. What is WHAT? What?
What?
But it's a different spelling. This is not the word what.
It's Whataburger.
It's
Whataburger.
It's all one word.
No, what is WATT.
Despite how you think it should be said, we're stupid Americans and we say things the way we want.
See, so you can't get on to me for the way I was saying Reese's. If we're all just stupid Americans and can say however we want.
I think it's Whataburger.
It is Whataburger.
Yeah, I think it's Whataburger. That's what I've always said, at least.
Whataburger?
Well, first of all, it's new, and we haven't had a restaurant, so how would we know?
So now we're playing the victim over here after you reamed me for the way I say Reese's.
Whataburger.
It's Whataburger.
It's Whataburger.
I think it's Whataburger, guys. I think Zach's right on this one.
No.
Hate to say it.
He may be correct, but that's not the
I'm
way we say it.
looking up like commercials.
Okay, literally. That was my fight for the way I say Reese's. I was like, it's a regional thing. That's just the way we say it. And you were like, that's still incorrect. That's incorrect.
Well,
now you're saying Whataburger.
Which is Whataburger.
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 And
what
says,
a burger.
Okay.
Like there's a U after the W.
No. I never said there was a U. I said whenever you are saying a sentence and you see the word WHAT, how do you say it?
What?
We're not talking about that. We're talking about the
The
name of the burger.
spelling of the burger is WHATA burger. What a burger.
Actually agreeing with Zach on this full force for once.
I think with the two T's in it, it has to become a long
There's only
A.
one
There's
T.
only one T.
It's only one T?
Yeah. It's
Learn how to
it's quite
spell,
literally,
bro.
Wow.
what a burger is literally how they spell
maybe
it.
I've just been seeing it wrong in my head all these years.
We've been seeing, maybe we have vision problems.
Oh, no.
You should see an optometrist.
WATT is watt. Like a watt.
Yeah, like a watt.
Like a light bulb.
Like a light bulb.
Yeah, so it's Watt.
Good
the burger.
explanation. I said
Okay.
like a watt. And Ricky goes, yeah,
All
like
right.
a watt.
In a light bulb, I said. You just started laughing before I got to finish. This is why I never agree with you.
Okay.
All right.
We'll let this continue off air. You can
Right.
vote on the Woody and Jim Show Instagram story about who says it right.
They're not who's saying it right.
Trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. If you've ever been told you have beautiful hands, maybe this is the job for you. A fancy restaurant in London is looking for a grape feeder.
Oh.
Which is exactly what it sounds like. You actually feed grapes into customers' mouths by hand. Like you were some Roman emperor.
That's insane.
I love this.
I guess
of course you do.
They put on an ad saying applicants must have gorgeous hands and a basic grasp of Greek and Latin. The perks include regular manicures and the finest food and wine.
I wonder what it pays.
And maybe hourly COVID boosters.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you get a manicure.
I know.
You guys know I love to do my nails.
And you just popping grapes in people's mouths all day long.
There's a chance your hands go in their mouth.
I know.
I mean, there's a way to do it so that you don't touch their mouths.
You gotta throw them from 5 feet away.
Yeah.
Here,
Open up.
like you're throwing popcorn to a dog. Ricky, what you got?
So I kind of have a really sad stat here, but a poll was taken to see if people take care of their own health or their home health more. And 70% of people said that they put their home repairs and making sure that their home is functioning before their own personal health.
That makes
which
sense.
is just really sad.
Yeah.
Gotta look after yourself.
I've heard that people don't take care of themselves. I heard that they're like 10 times better at like giving and doing medicines for their pets.
Oh yeah, they
than
care
they
about
are
their,
for themselves.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why that the majority of them said was because it's just too expensive to take care of their own health. That it's actually cheaper to take care of their home and make sure that their home is nice than to take care of their own health. So it's just really sad.
What good does
and
that
we need
do
to
you if
fix
you're
this.
dead?
That's
It's
true.
true,
Yeah.
it's true. But I mean, it probably gives you a little bit of control over something.
Yeah.
True.
We got to revamp the healthcare system, is what I'm saying, people.
$200 for a plumber, $8,000 for a trip to get your gallbladder out.
Yeah, exactly. Jim?
Okay, so the protester who ran onto the NFL field illegally on Monday Night Football.
With like a smoke bomb.
Yeah, he had a flare smoke bomb thing, and security couldn't catch him. So Rams linebacker Bobby Wagner laid him out.
He got
Pummeled
dead.
Oh yeah.
And it was so satisfying. And now that protester has filed assault charges with the police.
With the police.
On.
Yes.
Wow.
Now, it hasn't been made clear by the police whether the assault charges are against Bobby Wagner, the football player, or the team. But they're claiming assault. And I guess his teammates have his back. One of his teammates said that he felt fear for his life and was glad that Bobby Wagner saved him. And fans are also siding with the football player.
Oh yeah.
One guy on Twitter said the only crime committed Monday night other than blatant trespassing is that Bobby Wagner didn't hit that moron harder.
Ooh.
Dang.
I'm sure if there's like money involved, they'll all chip in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If this is the case.
If you haven't seen this, it's very satisfying.
It
and
is.
all you have to do is go to 1075 The River's Facebook page, and the
Yeah.
story's right there.
You know, I have purple hair, and I've had purple hair for about 2 years now. Like the front of my hair is purple.
It's your signature look. It looks
It
good.
is. It is. And it has been for a while. And I love it because purple is my favorite color. But I think that I need to change it up.
Oh, well, are we having an identity crisis?
I think so. I love the purple, but I'm kind of bored now.
Okay, makes
And
sense.
I feel like I need to change my hair in order to not be bored.
Okay, does changing your hair just mean color, or does it mean other things too?
Overall
It can mean
style.
everything.
Shave it.
Okay.
It can shave it.
There's a lot of really beautiful bald women.
I know there are. I don't know if I could be one of them.
And you have a cute little tiny head.
Yeah, look at your cute little tiny head. And
I don't know what shape it is though.
if you shave it, then you can get the endorsement with Zach for the hair transplant people.
Yeah.
It'll grow back so fast. My hair grows like a weed. But I don't know if I could shave it. I do think
That's
I
a
just
big
need
step.
something different though.
Okay, so are you looking to like kind of crowdsource this decision, like maybe get some input from people?
Yeah, if people have ideas, I'm always open to ideas. I have a few of my own ideas, but I'm always open to suggestions.
So what color are you thinking about?
I have no idea.
Maybe slightly move away from purple. Maybe go to mauve next.
Mauve. Okay.
Then
Eggplant.
pink. And then,
Okay.
Actually, like
and then terracotta.
terracotta.
Terracotta's a gorgeous color.
It is a nice color.
Aubergine.
I like actually really
aubergine,
love the
yes.
trend right now of like lavender hair, like a light purple,
Oh.
almost like silvery purple.
I think if I'm going to do something different, though, I need to do something entirely different, like
Okay.
far away from the purple.
Okay.
Not just a lighter version of
Not
what
a
you have.
tiny
now.
Right.
change, big
Okay.
change.
Because when it fades, it just becomes a lighter purple.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
Okay,
I need
so
something entirely different. Whole revamp. I'm a new person.
Ricki gave me 2 photos of 2 that she's kind of thinking about right now. So if
Okay.
you want to help her decide, I put them on our Instagram story where you
Help.
can vote on the poll. Just follow us. It's at Woody and Jim Show on our Instagram story. And you can go vote on the colors on what you think she should do with her head.
I
Help
like
me.
it.
What should she do with her hair?
I'm still going with bald.
Is
I'm
Ricki?
not going bald.
Is she bound by what the mob says? Like,
Yeah.
does she have to do it?
I will decide,
Yeah.
Okay.
dependent upon
Your
what
choices
everyone
are
votes.
pink, lavender, or shave it.
You put shave it on there,
I
Zach?
did.
Say,
I'm not
shave it on
shaving
there.
It's
it.
always an option.
I do think about it quite often, though, because I have a lot of hair. It's big and curly.
Sure.
So I do think about it on the bad hair days. I'm like, I'm just shaving it off, all of it. I'm done.
Tough part about shaving your head is like you don't know if it's going to look good or not
Right,
until
and then
you do it.
and it's
then,
over,
Right.
and then you can't undo it.
Then you have to wait it out.
Yeah.
Right. I think I would have to get a second job first to buy a bunch of wigs just in case.
Yes.
And
Oh, yeah, you're
then
gonna be
I
like
would be
Moira
more
Rose with
comfortable
all-
shaving my head.
You have all these wigs and you name them.
I'm gonna buy you a bald cap so you can see what it looks like.
All right.
Buy me a bald
That's
cap.
it.
Please
Yeah.
do, actually.
Go to,
I'm
go to
curious.
Spencer's and get a bald cap, and we'll see how
I
you
love
look.
that.
Yeah.
In the meantime, go to Woody and Jim Show Insta Stories.
Help me, I'm having a crisis.
And help Ricki make a decision, and maybe she can, get a better idea.
I also want to say there's nothing crazy happening in my life. There's this like common misconception for women that when
that
something
some-
terrible
Yeah.
or
Like
a
something
breakup.
big is happening that they want to change their hair.
You
And
just feel like you want to change.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
not happening. I just want to change my hair.
I just got goosebumps because I got so excited about the idea of you and your boyfriend breaking up.
You're the worst person on this
you
planet,
are.
Zach.
You're
You
a
are
terrible person.
Truly a terrible person. Woody and Jim in the morning, 107.5. All right, you start a new relationship, and maybe you ask, what happened in your last relationship? Why did you break up? And you hear one side of the story. Now there's a website where you might be able to hear the other side of the story.
Okay.
It's exboyfriendlist.com. They're calling it the TripAdvisor of relationships, where after you break up, you can go online and leave a review.
This sounds rough.
It's dangerous.
This could get ugly.
How many stars will you get?
Yeah, you get like a Yelp review.
Yeah.
Wow. So like, what kinds of things can you say? Is there a limit?
I imagine you can say whatever you want.
You sure can. I'm reading a review right now about
I'm-
William West in Chula Vista, California.
Chula Vista.
I'm literally looking it up because I wonder, so you can look up your actual ex.
Okay.
Can you? Like, okay, let's see.
Hey, Ricki, are you looking up an actual ex?
Yeah,
I wanted to see if
you
he was
can
on there.
search.
Okay. All right. You got to tell us about your ex-boyfriend
Yeah.
if you agree with the review.
Yeah.
I don't see either of
Okay,
the exes
they're
that I
not on
just
there.
looked up. So
Okay, so here's why I
So what are
actually...
they saying about the guy in Chula Vista, California?
They
Yeah.
said that he's the actual worst, that they dated for like 4 to 6 months, found out that he had been dating 10 other people at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
Well, that's a
Yeah.
red flag. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's why I think this is actually a good thing. Because I've heard that the number one rule before you get married is that you should talk to your significant other's ex about what happened in the relationship. Because your entire relationship, you've only heard their side of the story. You don't know what, like, a lot of people are like,
that's
oh yeah,
really
my ex was
drastic,
crazy.
though.
There's been a few movies that have kind of done that a little bit, but to me, like tracking down somebody's ex to see if you want to get married is a red flag itself.
I would.
Yeah,
don't
like
think
that's
so.
really
I
aggressive.
would think that'd be super awkward.
I feel like it's necessary because you've only, this entire time you've only heard one side of the story. You don't really know what happened or like what, because if they were together for a long time and like what really happened when they broke up, the ex may have a complete different side of the story.
Well, if it was a mutual breakup, you might be able to get some valid information. But if it was like a bad breakup, then they're just going to say terrible things about him.
Potentially,
Yeah.
but potentially not. You may get a way different true
But
story.
how do you know if it's true?
I don't know. That's when
That-
you go back to your significant other and then you're like, this
But then
is
he's
what
just
they
going to
told
say
me.
it's not true, and then you're back to square one of where you were before you even reached out to the ex.
I say speak to the ex.
I feel like that's just really dramatic.
Nope. I say talk
lot
to
of
the ex.
effort.
I did it. When
A
my
lot of
boyfriend and I
effort.
first started dating, I talked
Really?
to his ex-boyfriend.
Okay. And what'd you find out?
That basically the ex is awful. He admitted it. He was like, yeah, I cheated in the relationship. That's why they broke
okay.
up.
Oh, all right.
Well,
Wow.
that's a rare bit of honesty to say I was a terrible person.
He was like, I regret it every day. I cheated.
Did
Wow.
David talk to any of your exes?
He's more than welcome to, but he hasn't.
because
Most-
he's a better person.
Yeah.
I don't think that makes you a bad person.
Most of
about
Zach's
talking to
exes
someone's
are-
It
ex.
doesn't make you a bad person. I just don't have the mental capacity for
Most
that.
of Zach's
Like, I'm
exes
not
are
gonna
in prison
bother.
right now, so
That's true.
you know,
That's very
they only get one phone call a week.
It's time for men and women to answer questions for gender wars.
All right, representing the ladies in the audience, we have Hillary. She's in Murfreesboro. Hello, Hillary.
Hello.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show.
And for the guys, we have Cody in Bethpage. Hello, Cody.
Hey.
Hey.
What's up? Let's do a get acquainted question. We want to know what weird thing is in your glove compartment. Cody, what's in there?
Nothing really weird other than napkins and ketchup packets.
Oh, you're a ketchup fiend.
Well, in case you're trapped somewhere,
Right.
you could eat the ketchup to survive till
Yuck.
help comes.
Right.
I'd rather die.
Hillary, what about you? What weird thing is in your glove compartment?
Nothing weird except some tissue paper for
Like-
a present. I don't
Oh my gosh, I used to
Oh.
have that in my glove box for so long.
That is probably super helpful.
Oh yeah,
In case
because
you have an
I'm last
emergency
minute
gift
for everything.
someone, yeah. Okay.
I
You know
just-
what's
the
weird?
worst.
It's called a glove compartment, and nobody this week has answered that they have gloves in there.
Nobody puts gloves in.
We probably should.
They named it that like in 1920 when everyone wore driving gloves.
Yeah.
I hate you so much.
It's weird.
All right.
All right.
Hillary and Cody, you each have a screw you can use. Let's get the game going.
All right, here we go. Multiple choice is how we start, Hillary.
So dumb.
Aaron Judge broke the American League home run record. Does he play for the Cubs, the Dodgers, or the Yankees?
Cubs.
Oh no.
He's a New York Yankee.
Still no score. Cody has a chance to be the first.
All right, Cody. Is a trundle a type of skirt, bed, or hairstyle?
Bed.
It is a
trundle
bed.
bed.
Is.
Okay.
1-0, boys.
Okay. See if you can get back in the game here, Hillary. In the classic guy movie, There's Something About Mary, what part of Warren's body were you not supposed to touch?
Screw.
Okay. Cody, what part of Warren's body were you not supposed to touch? Out of time.
I was really scared what people were going to guess
Yeah,
for that
same.
one, Woody.
Ears! He said, don't touch his ears!
Never touch his ears. Good use of the screw there, Hillary. That
tied
has
up.
tied it up.
All right, Cody. Bronies is a nickname that they give to grown men who are really into what? Bronies.
What is it?
Is this for me?
It's Cody.
It's Cody's turn.
Okay.
It's My Little Pony.
My Little Pony, the Bronies.
There is a documentary that if you've not heard of the Bronies before,
Yeah.
that you've got to watch. Like, it's so fascinating.
It's actually really kind of sweet, too.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's on Netflix. It's
Yeah.
really good. It will surprise you.
Okay.
All right, it's 1-1 going into the last set of questions.
Hillary, Adidas says their name stands for the phrase, all day I dream about what?
Sports.
Sports! That's right. You got it.
Nice.
Took the lead back.
I never knew that. All right, 2-1. Cody, you need this to keep the game going into overtime.
What happens to the Twilight vampires if they're caught in the sun?
They sparkle.
Yes,
They
they
do.
do.
Sparkle.
Yes,
Little
they do.
vampire glitter. All right. So
All right.
now we have to break the tie with Name That Tune. Up to 10 seconds. How many seconds will it take you to name a song, Hillary?
1.
Girl.
1
wow.
second.
All right, you want to try to name the song in 0 seconds, Cody?
Let her have it.
Okay. Let her
All
have
right.
it. 1 second is all you get there, Hillary. And here comes.
With a great
What?
Oh, my God. You have any idea what that is?
I couldn't even hear it. It sounded like a robot.
No.
Sorry, there's no do-overs.
Okay. I don't know.
Zach, play the whole thing.
Okay, here's the whole thing.
with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't
okay,
you
Barney.
say
It's-
you love me?
It's the haunting Barney theme.
That was absolutely horrifying.
That made me happy. I love Barney.
Zach has got your celebrity stuff.
So a little over a year ago, which is wild that it's been that long already because it feels like it just happened, was the accidental shooting on the movie set Rust, where their cinematographer Helena Hutchins unfortunately did pass away from the injuries. There is finally a settlement in that whole lawsuit case. So I guess that they said a part of that settlement is that the case will be dismissed because they actually will be suing. They settled with Alec Baldwin and the production company.
Okay.
He was part of the production company.
Yes, Alec Baldwin was part of the production company. And so now, as part of the settlement as well, the husband of Helena that passed away in the shooting is actually now going to be one of the executive producers on the film because they are going to still continue shooting it. So the film is going to start re-filming January 2023. So they're going to start pretty soon on filming it again. We don't know exactly how much money they got in the settlement. They kept that part private. But the husband of Helena did say that he's thankful that they're making him an executive producer because they really wanted to be able to take care of Helena's son.
Also, it's like a tribute to her last film.
100%.
Yeah.
Like the director that was actually injured as well, he was shot in the shoulder, thankfully is okay. He did say that he's making his entire effort in this movie to make it like an ode to Helena as her last film. So they're making it very special for her and her family and unfortunately her widowed husband. But yeah, I think the sweetest part is that they're making him an executive producer so that the royalties from the movie will go to a fund to help their child, like pay for the child's college tuition and like all of these things. So
it's a valiant effort and everything. I doubt if a whole lot of people are going to go see the movie.
I think people will go knowing that this is a big deal and they're making it a big deal for her memory.
I would go only in support of Helena and her husband.
That's what I'm saying. I think most people are going to go because of that, not for any other reason.
Bottom line, it's still a Western starring Alec Baldwin.
That's true.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just buy a ticket and not go.
There you go. Yeah. Help out, but
right
don't bother and go do something better for 2 hours.
Yeah, is there like a fund that we can just donate to, like a GoFundMe
I'm
account?
sure there
I would
is.
much rather
I would
do
think
that.
so.
Yeah.
And, I don't want to seem crass, but if there was a settlement with her family, we would assume that they got, a good amount of money.
I would assume they got a chunk of it.
I don't think that they, necessarily need that. The only money they're getting is from the sales of the tickets to this movie.
I mean, I do like the part of the sales for the movie is it is specifically going to a bank account for the son. Like the husband can't touch it.
Right.
So that's when he's actually 18 or able to go to college. That money goes directly to him since he's growing up with one less parent.
Be interested to know if it actually goes to theaters or if it goes right to a streaming service.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't go see it because I would sit there the whole time and unless it's the greatest movie in the world, all I could think about would be the tragedy that happened while they were making this movie.
Especially because it is a Western movie. As soon as I saw a gun or a shooting or something, I would immediately be like, oh.
Takes you out of the movie.
Right.
I don't know. I couldn't do it.
Yeah. So if you do want to read more about the settlement and all of that on the movie, just go to our website. It's 1075theriver.com.
Woody and Jim in the morning, 1075 The River. You've probably heard the rumor that we're giving away Ed Sheeran tickets at this time every day.
The rumor is true.
It's true. You can win them right now. 615-737-9107. Every time we have a 3-day weekend, we always go, wow, this is so cool. Wouldn't it be great if we had this all the time?
It should be a thing.
Yeah. And now in some parts of the world, it's becoming a thing.
Yeah. So they started this thing in Europe where they've said, okay, we're going to do this for at least 6 months. And they got about 70 companies to get on board with a 4-day work week. But they would study it. They would think, okay, is it good for the company? Do people actually get work done? Or is this bad for us? And the shocking thing, most of the way through this study, they have found there's no drop in productivity.
I'm not surprised at all.
In fact, I think all but 2 companies said that it was at least everything was fine and the same as it was before when they had 5-day work weeks. And a couple of them said things got better.
I can see that because the employees are happier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That and think about it whenever you're going on a vacation or a trip for a 3-day weekend, you have all of this stuff to do. You cram it in.
Yep.
Right.
You get it done.
Sure.
You work
So
ahead.
instead of having an 8-hour day, you'd have a 10-hour day, but only 4 days a week.
I mean, I'm here anyways. What's an extra 2 hours?
That's true. I can ignore my job for 2 hours extra. It doesn't bother me.
They said a 3-day work week could never happen because people can't work that long a shift in the jobs that they were doing, in this survey.
Yeah, that would be a lot.
That makes sense.
But they also said, unless this is a quick fading feeling, and then after a year, people don't do as well. Like, they still have to check these things out, but they said this could be a great way to keep people from leaving companies, which is a big problem right now.
Yeah.
If you're like getting used to 4-day work weeks, you're going to think twice about that. Oh, well, they're going to give me $1,000 more a year, but I have to go 5 days a week.
I know.
So.
Yeah, I mean, like even interviewing for a job, if I have 2 offers on the table and one says you work 5 days, one says you work 4 days, I'm working 4 days. Are you kidding me?
I can see you though, Zach. I can see eventually having a 4-day work week and you demanding a 3-day work week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Never satisfied.
The less I have to work, the better.
I'll just work 40 hours in one day, and then we'll be done. We'll be done.
I can do that, right?
We'll have to make some sort of adjustment to the space-time continuum, but
One of my friends actually
Totally
works
worth
a
it.
4-day work week, and she literally just texted me, "Hey Jordan," and she said, "LOL, y'all talking about a 4-day work week?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, it's pretty good."
okay.
Bless her.
She's on board with it.
Yeah.
Let's hope more
Lucky
people,
Jordan.
more people get that idea over.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
sounds like it
I
could
kind
be
of like
good.
it. Yeah.
Woody and Jim in the morning on 107.5 The River.
Ricki, you've got a out of the ordinary wedding story that's making us happy.
Yes, there was a situation at a wedding where a cop car showed up to the wedding. The groom wasn't there yet, so obviously everybody got really nervous.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on?
Uh-huh.
But there's a happy ending to this.
Okay.
Well, half happy ending. So what happened was his car got completely messed up,
Oh, yeah, an
and he
accident.
couldn't make
Okay.
it to the wedding. Like, he couldn't drive the car.
Okay.
And the cop took pity on this poor man, all dressed up for his wedding, ready to go and
Oh, yeah, 'cause
marry the love of
cops
his
always
life.
have to show up at the scene of an accident. Yeah.
And he said, "You know what? I'll drive you to the wedding. Don't worry. We're going to get you there. We're going to make
Right.
sure you say your I do's and everything's going to work out." So he brought him to the wedding all in one piece, happy, and they got married.
Aw.
Everything was happy in the end.
Good job, Copper.
The car, not so much. So
The car can be replaced.
they can figure that out later.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if they used the siren.
I hope they did.
I hope they did. That makes
Make
it
it
fun.
super dramatic.
No way! There's a wedding.
That's what's making us happy this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River. Keith is online and has an issue he wants some help with. Okay.
Okay, well, my issue is that I go out to eat with this coworker of mine sometimes, and I don't really want to go out and eat with her anymore because of how rude she is to servers. The problem is that we're on the road together for a project, so it's not an easy thing to avoid.
Oh, so you're staying in the same hotel and said, let's go out and get something to eat?
When you say she's rude, what does she do?
Yeah, I mean, when we go out, she kind of turns into just like a mega Karen and can be really obtuse towards waiters and staff and, just rude. And for no reason, she'll send stuff back, always send stuff back just for dumb reasons, and is always demanding a discount at the end because she had to send the stuff
She
back.
sounds like the worst.
Yeah.
Is she nice other than that? I mean, do you guys get along when you're not at a restaurant?
Yeah, I mean, she's okay. I when we're working and stuff, I guess I don't really notice anything, but we just whenever we eat, man, I'm kind of, I just kind of sit there staring at my plate, embarrassed because
Oh yeah, I would
happens
be.
every meal.
Have you told her that this is really embarrassing and that she's acting like a mega Karen?
I had to finally tell her, I won't be joining you for dinner anymore, and she asked me why, and I tried to avoid it, but she really wanted an answer, and I told her that her behavior was just embarrassing. She got really mad, and our work relationship is pretty strained now. So I'm wondering, am I the jerk here?
I
I don't think you are.
don't think you are either.
Nope.
I think you were
You're
right
well
to,
within your rights to
Yeah.
say that.
Because it's embarrassing for you if to have to sit there. It's like if mommy and daddy have a fight and then you have to all sit there and eat.
Pretend like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like that.
I feel like I have mixed feelings here
You would, Zach.
because I feel like Maybe you think that there's just no reason that she's sending it back, but maybe she's like a picky eater. You can't choose if you're a picky eater or not. So if it doesn't come out exactly how she ordered it, then I would send it back too. I'd be like,
maybe she shouldn't go out if she's that picky.
And Zach is kind of a Karen in training.
No,
so.
but if you're traveling for work, what are you supposed to eat? You say don't go out. What are you supposed to eat?
You have to be more open to the idea that they're not going to prepare it the exact same way that you did.
You say be open. She can't help that she's a picky eater. She was made this way.
I don't know.
My mom always says, that's just the way I'm drawn.
Let's take.
What are you, Jessica Rabbit?
I just feel like if I was in Keith's position and I'm traveling with this coworker every single day.
Yeah.
It makes it more awkward and embarrassing to have to travel with her and make your life even more strained and awkward in those situations because you told her. Like, versus if he just dealt with it, then it wouldn't be nearly as awkward. He spends like 8 hours a day working together and then 1 hour at dinner. Like, let the 1 hour be awkward instead of the other 8 hours.
Him confronting her made it awkward. Whereas before, he could have just maybe come up with an excuse like, hey, I'm vegan now or something.
I would have to bring it up, though. That's just the kind of person that I am.
Yeah.
I'd have to say something.
Yeah. I would feel bad, but I think the fact that they're traveling and like this guy obviously feels very uncomfortable where they're going, but it's not like they're going to go back to the like O'Charlie's in Athens, Georgia again while they're traveling through business. So like I say suck it up for an hour and like let the rest of your work week be
I
better.
have the best solution to this entire problem. Start ordering it to go and eat in your separate hotel rooms. Like, why not? Go pick it up.
I mean, you could do that. Yeah. Or I would honestly just say, ask your coworker what annoys her about you.
Yeah? What do I do that's
Make
annoying?
it even.
We're both annoying each other.
Yeah, let's talk it out. We're spending a lot of time together. Right. Let's have a conversation. What do I do that's annoying you?
There's a ton of evidence that you're a jerk, but I don't know. Think of something that I'm a jerk about.
Yeah. Make the playing field even.
Yeah.
Everyone is not 100% not a jerk.
True.
Yeah. I just think, I don't know, put up with it for an hour just so your whole week doesn't suck.
Right.
I love the idea of to-go orders because then she can't send it back. You're already done.
Yeah?
Oh, can you imagine that if you were like being a picky Karen and you got like Uber Eats and you have to tell them to come back and get it and then take it back to the restaurant and then come back?
Yeah, see, that would be extra Uber Karen. Like this one, I'm like,
then
take it to go.
Dinner takes like 11 hours.
I think you solved it. Yeah.
Suck
We're
it up
getting
and
it
move
to go.
on.
Yeah.
If you want to drive back to the restaurant, you go ahead.
That's a you problem at that
I'm just going
point.
to sit in the room in the hotel and watch TV.
Hey, I already ate. I went to the vending machine. Yeah, I'm good.
Trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Zach.
This is kind of wild. So apparently a new research from scientists from the University of Michigan, they studied the asteroid that actually wiped out the dinosaurs. And I guess they're saying that it also triggered a mile-high tsunami when the asteroid hit.
Oh, damn.
So they're comparing it to like the Indian Ocean earthquake tsunami that happened in 2004.
Right.
And they're saying that this one that happened was actually up to 30,000 times larger.
Wow.
And the
That's
T-Rexes
crazy.
couldn't swim because they're tiny little arms.
They got little arms.
Oh my gosh.
Never stop doing that, Zach. For God's sake.
That has to hurt your voice.
Every time a
actually
T-Rex
feels
comes
better.
up, Zach actually makes T-Rex
I
arms,
do.
and his voice goes up.
I got little arms.
Oh my God.
He can't help it.
Jim, what you got?
All right. Well, do you guys remember the video on TikTok of the incredible Stranger Things Halloween display where Max from Stranger Things is seemingly floating
in
above
the
somebody's
air.
yard?
Yeah, it's actually really cool.
It's incredible. And nobody really knows how they've gotten this person to be floating in the sky. Well, even though the person who put it up asked all the neighbors if it was okay if they put this up.
Because it's disturbing if you just drove by and saw that.
Right.
Yeah.
And people came to see it a lot. The city shut it down.
Huh.
And then they had to go to City Hall last night and I guess make the case why they should be able to put up their Halloween display. And it turns out that one of the people who said yes changed their mind and complained.
Why though?
Because people were coming around too much.
Oh.
And but since I guess at City Hall, they said, well, you went around and you asked everybody, and they said it was okay and no take-back, so they're going to let them put it back up.
Good for them.
Good.
So it's a good thing. And I guess one of the neighbors had a little kid who, when they took the display down, she cried.
Because she was excited. Halloween is exciting for kids. Let everybody enjoy it.
That one
Karen.
They just say, everybody, it's in Illinois, so we're probably not going there, but be respectful of the neighborhood.
Did they play
sense.
Kate Bush as they were taking it down?
Yeah, right?
That's the only way to take it down.
I know.
Exactly. Ricki, what you got?
So for everybody that loves horror and is looking for someone to love, there is an app specifically for you. It's called the Slasher app.
Nice.
Yep. And it's
so
like kind
you
of
swipe on Slasher.
It's kind of an entire social media app, not just dating. You can have a whole tracker of what movies you've watched. There's also a whole area of a database of all of the conventions that you can go to near you.
Okay, that's
and then
actually
there's
cool.
the dating aspect. So it's a whole free-for-all of everything scary and spooky season.
That's awesome.
You can have get together with friends of horror and maybe somebody that goes beyond the friend zone.
Exactly.
Thanks for listening to and recommending the Woody and Jim Show podcast. Listen to Woody and Jim in real time every weekday morning on 107.5 The River, Nashville, or live on the iHeartRadio app.